Hey guys, I know I've not recorded in a while. In matter of fact, it's been like 6 years. Uh, but a lot of stuff's been going on in my life, and I just thought I'd give you a bit of an update. Basically, I got diagnosed with something called ulcerative colitis, which in layman's terms is IBD. Or there's another form of it which is called Crohn's. So I've been going through a lot of stuff, in and out of hospital and things, and it's not something I would wish upon anyone. I mean, yeah, I can go back doing my normal stuff and just live a normal life, but some days the pain's just really unbearable and I have to stay in my bed. I can't move, or sometimes it's just so bad that I have to be admitted to hospital. I have moved into my own little wee humble abode, so it's pretty hard. I mean, the days that I'm sore, I don't have anyone to sit with me and that I can cry to or moan at that I'm really sore, because one of the things I do best when I'm sore is moan, and I'm grumpy. But my sisters and that, they stay in a little wee town called Montrose, which isn't too far from where I am. It's like a 40-minute train journey, or if I'm getting a lift, it's not far of a drive either, so it's not too bad. But yeah, so life's been up and down. I was in a serious relationship for 2.5 years. That kind of went tits up. It's the only way to describe it. So yeah, things happen that we don't really want to happen, but they do happen. So at the minute I am on my own. I still have the constant support of my family. My twin sister, who I used to do videos with, she's doing really good. We don't argue as much anymore, but I think that's purely because I don't stay with him anymore. And she no longer stays with my dad either. We've both moved out, doing our own little wee thing, doing our own lives, which is cool, I guess. It's a bit weird for me just now because I've not done one of these in ages, so I'm kind of fidgeting, don't know what to do. So yeah, anyway, I just want to shed a bit of light on colitis. It's something, sometimes people are born with it. There's other forms of it. You can have IBS, which is quite similar, but what I have is IBD, or what the doctors like to say to me is ulcerative colitis. So I'm on a ton of medication these days, and sometimes the medication just doesn't work, so I need to go back into hospital. They trial out different medications for different people, and I think I'm now on the second change of meds, because the one they first put me on when we first started, I think my body just became immune to it. And when you're having a flare-up, which is when your stomach's really not good, you're in a lot of pain, I get put on a form of steroids just to help with the pain. And there's not a lot of pain medication that I can take. So one of the main things that I'm taking at the moment, it helps a lot, but paracetamol doesn't really help. So days that I'm really suffering, I have to phone into my work, and it's horrible because I love my job. I work with children, one of the most rewarding jobs ever, and I don't think I can see myself doing anything else. Yeah, so day-to-day life, you can pretty much go about doing everything. I'm pretty lucky at the minute. Mine's is under control, but I know there's some people out there who have it and isn't as under control as mine is, and it all just depends on the circumstances and the way your body reacts to things, and maybe I know I have quite a bit of flare up when I have a lot of stress going on in my life. So I was flaring up quite bad last year when my dad fell really ill. And that put a lot of stress on me because I was worried for him. I was worried for my sisters. But now, once all my life dramas have settled, they're not completely settled. I've still got one ongoing drama that's been going on for over 5 years now. And it was actually going on when I was first making these videos. But I don't think I'll ever get rid of that drama. That drama is too important to me. The person who's causing it's too important to me. Yeah. So I just, if you have any questions on what ulcerative colitis is or how it can affect you, leave a comment, whatever, give me a shout, and I'll try and help. I know there's things online, but I prefer to speak to somebody who's going through it. When I go to my checkups so they can see how I am, I don't like sitting there discussing it, because at the end of the day they don't know what I'm going through. Like, yes, they may be qualified and know what they're talking about, but then they can't understand because they're not going through it. So I think it's easier to talk to somebody who is going through it. And I don't know a lot of people my age in my area that is going through this, and I think if I did, it'd help me a bit more. But hey, there's loads of things online, there's loads of groups online. I know there's Instacrones, which I follow, and some of the stuff on there is quite inspirational. And yeah. But when you have if you do have this, and when you have your down days or your bad days, don't get disheartened. Just think of it as it's your body's way of telling you that you need to rest that day. And I've done it many a times myself. I've tried to push through it, and that's something that you shouldn't do, because it only ends up worse. Speaking from personal experience, I pushed and pushed and pushed, and I ended up getting myself admitted into hospital for at least a week. And I'm not a big fan of hospitals, so that sucked for me. So apart from that going on in my life, I have moved. I have gained my qualification for working with children. I am now doing another course or program, which I'm hoping to pass. I haven't really changed my style of music that much. I mean, yes, 1D have split up, but I listen to Niall. I think his music's really nice, really good. I'm a big Bruno Mars fan. Was hoping to see him at some point. Love Bruno Mars. 5 Seconds of Summer, I think they're brilliant. Yeah, my taste varies, and I'm hoping to be able to do a video with my sister soon. But we don't get to see each other that often due to work, and she stays in Montrose, I stay in Aberdeen. It's just a whole up in the air, who knows what kind of thing. But yeah, so keep smiling, and if you have any questions about anything that I've kind of briefly touched on, just give a shout and I'll reply. Bye.